join fastly. Good morning to one and all. I am R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Chevrolet Engineering College. So, in today's class, we are going to learn about the one of the manufacturing method of polymer matrix composites, that is pultrusion. So, pultrusion is a very important manufacturing method regarding to the other methods, and this is my 23rd class regarding to the subject advanced materials. So in the earlier classes, we have discussed about the spray up method, hand layup method, and filament winding method. Today we are going to discuss about the pultrusion method. So we are going to discuss about the pultrusion process. So pultrusion is a process where the composite parts are manufactured by pulling the layers of fabrics or fibers and then impregnated with the resin. Impregnated means it is dipped in the liquid resin through a heated die, thus forming the desired cross-sectional shape. So that is the basic method of a pultrusion process. That is the basic process, and this pultrusion process is an automated and highly productive process of fabrication of polymer matrix composite in form of continuous long products of constant cross section. So in this pultrusion process, these fiber krills are used to make a roving from the guide plates. So you can see a guide plate here. So this is the guide plate. These fiber krills are can see the fiber krills here, so which is used as a single thread, and these are all combined in the guide plate. So you can see the guide plate, which is like a box like structure here. So in the guide plate, these fiber krills are have been combined and then sent to the resin bath. So these roving have been sent to the resin bath. You can see it in the red color here. So this is the resin bath through the help of rollers. So they are dipped in the help of rollers and then pulled to the preformer. So preformer is used to look up the how much amount of resin has been impregnated in the fiber krill. సో ఎంత రెజిన్ అయితే దానికి అసలు పూర్తిగా డిప్ అయిందా లేదా అని కూడా చూస్తారమ్మా. అంటే కొన్ని సరిగ్గా స్టిక్ అవ్వవు అనమాట. సో అట్లా ప్రీ ఫార్మర్ లో చూసుకుంటారు. సో దెన్ ఇట్ సెండ్ టు ది forming and curing die. So then it is sent to the forming and curing die, where it is cured. So the fiber creel with the impregnated resin is cured there, and then it is sent to the pulling system. So automatically it is sent to the pulling system, and the desired length has been cut off by the cut off saw. So this is the continuous process. So this is not an batch production, and this is the continuous production, continuous process of being producing a fiber impregnated resin. So this is the continuous process. So this is the general process in making the pultrusion. So pultrusion means pulling. So you can see it in the picture there. These fiber quills have been pulled along with the pulling systems. You can see the fiber quills there. Then going to the process, these reinforcing fibers are pulled from the quills, that is the fiber quills, and fiber quills may be followed by rolled mat or fabric quills. So these are rolled by the rolling mat or fiber quills, and pulling action is controlled by the pulling system. So this pulling action is controlled by the pulling system. You can see the rollers. Then guide plates collect the fibers into a bundle and direct it to the resin bath. So these are sent directly to the resin bath system. Next, fibers enter the resin bath, where they are wetted and impregnated with the liquid resin. So fibers are then entered into the resin bathtub, and it is dipped there. సో ఆ ఫైబర్ క్రేల్స్ మొత్తాన్ని కూడా డిప్ అయిపోతుందమ్మా, మనకి డిప్ అయిపోయి తర్వాత ఆ లిక్విడ్ మొత్తం కూడా దాంట్లో స్టిక్ అయిపోద్ది అనమాట ఫైబర్ క్రిల్ కి. సో దానికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాను చూడండి. ఒక దారపొండ తీసుకోండి మీరు. సో ఒక థ్రెడ్ తీసుకోండి. థ్రెడ్ ని మనం పెయింట్ లో డిప్ చేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటది మనకి? సో పెయింట్ యొక్క స్టిక్కీ నేచర్ మొత్తం కూడా థ్రెడ్ కి అతుక్కోబోద్ది. సో అట్లా ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే ఈ ఫైబర్ క్రిల్స్ ని లిక్విడ్ రెసిన్ లో డిప్ చేస్తున్నాం అన్నమాట. This liquid resin contains thermosetting polymer, pigment, and filler catalysts and other additives also. So these, when you are entering the fibers into the resin bath, liquid resin contains thermosetting polymers only. So we have classified the polymers into three types. First one is the thermoplastic, and second one is the thermosetting, and third one is the rubber. Coming to the thermosetting polymers, these have fixed bonds. So these liquid resin contains thermosetting polymers, pigments, fillers, catalysts, and other additives. That is, other additives also it can be in So then the wet fibers exit the bath and enter preformer, where the excessive resin is squeezed out from the fibers and the material is shaped. So then the material is shaped into the wet fibers. Then the preformed fibers passes through the heated die where the final cross section dimensions are determined and the resin curing occurs. So then the resin curing is occurred. The cured product is cut out to the desired length by the cutoff saw. So that is cutted into the desired length by the cutoff saw. So this has been cutted by the cutoff saw. So this is the general process of the pultrusion method. So this is the general process of the pultrusion method. Next one is the characteristics of the pultrusion. So depending upon the continuous process and the continuous alignment of fibers, the characteristics are it has high productivity. So you already know that this is a continuous process, so we are getting the high productivity. And next, second one, the process parameters are easily controllable. So the process parameters can be easily controllable, which because there is dividend between the each and every section of the process. Next one, low manual labor component, because it is an automated process, you does not need much amount of manual labor there, so there is a low manual labor component. And fourth one, precise cross section dimensions of the products, because we will give a sectional view for the cutoff saw, which means it cut off the product within a time limit, that is we are giving a time limit here, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds or 4 seconds. That is the time limit given to a cutoff saw, which we have very good dimensions of the products. Next one, good surface quality of the products. Generally after curing also it gets very good surface quality. Next, homogeneous distribution and high concentration of the reinforcing fibers in the material. So homogeneous distribution and high concentration of the reinforcing fibers in the material is achieved up to 80% of the roving reinforcement and 50% of the mixed mat plus roving reinforcement. So that is the reinforced fibers used in the material, that is called as homogeneous distribution. And last one, pultrusion is used for the fabrication of fiberglass and carbon fiber reinforced polymer composites and Kevlar fiber reinforced polymers. So these are highly used in the fabrication of fiberglass only and aramid fibers also. So these are the basic characteristics of the pultrusion process. Next we are going to the manufacturing process of the pultrusion. First of all, fibers are brought together over rollers. So these are taken to the single unit over rollers and dipped in the resin and drawn through a heated die. So these are drawn through a heated die, and a continuous cross section composite part emerges on the other side. So these are continuous cross section composites which emerges on the other side also. So these are the manufacturing process. You can see it in the picture. So the same process is explained in this picture also. So a coated fibers are laying to the single die, and then it is dipped into the resin, and then it is sent to the preformer and the heated die. Then it is cured, and then it is pulled off by the pulling system, and then it is cut off by the cut off saw. So this is the general process. So you can see the die there, so which is on the upper part of this slide. So this is the die, heated die. So H is the cross sectional view of this die. So by pulling the fibers from this die, the shape of the die will be impregnated to the fibers, and it is sent to the composite section. You can see it in the picture. Look it for a while. So this is the manufacturing process of the pultrusion process. You can see it in the picture that there is a different types of process and different stages. First of all, they have been coated with the fibers, which they are combined into a single rowing from the different fibers. Then it is sent to the forming guides, and it is preheated to the heating die. So heated die sent it to the heating die, and then it is cooled and pulled out from the pulling system and cut out for the desired lengths by the cutoff saw. This is the production view of the pultrusion process. This is the 3D view. So different types of rowings has been seen here. You can see the starting of the process from the left side. So these are all the different rowings. So అన్ని కూడా దారపండులు అంటాం కదమ్మా, అట్లా ఉంటాయి మనకి, రోల్స్ లాగా ఉంటాయి టోటల్ గా. సో రోల్స్ మొత్తాన్ని కూడా సింగిల్ రోల్ లాగా తీసుకుంటాం. సో దాన్ని రెజిన్ బాత్ లోకి మిక్స్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో yellow color is the resin bath, which is seen in the yellowish color here. So these strand mats can be dipped in the resin impregnator, that is in the resin bath, and then it is sent to the preformer and then to the forming and curing die. You can see it in the black color shield, forming and curing die. And after the curing, it is then sent to the pulling system, so where you can pull the fibers into the desired thickness, and then it is sent to the cutoff saw. So this is the cutoff saw where you can cut the desired length of the fibers. So these pullers are also called as caterpillar pullers. So the name of the pulling system here used is caterpillar pullers. So this is the basic view of the production of constant cross section profiles. So look it for a while. You can understand the process easily. సో ఒకసారి డయాగ్రామ్ ని చూస్తేనమ్మా మీకు అర్థమైపోద్ది సో ప్రాసెస్ అనేది ఎలా జరుగుతుంది అనేది. Next one is the design. So first of all, hollow parts can be made using a mandrel that extends out the exit side of the die. So these are, they are using the mandrels there that which extends the exit side of the die. Then variable cross section parts are possible using dies with sliding parts only. So the continuous formation of these rovings have been used with the sliding parts only. Two main types of these dies are, first one is the fixed die and second one is the floating die. So in these dies, the fixed dies can generate large forces to the wet fiber, but floating dies required an external power source to create the hydraulic forces in the resin. So these floating die requires an external power source to create the hydraulic forces in the resin. And multiple dies are used when curing is to be done by the heated dies. So number of dies are used when curing is to be done by the heated dies only. So this is the for the designed part which is to be selected for the different types of dies. So two dies have been used there. So two main types of has been dies have been used. First one is the fixed die. Second one is the floating die. So floating die which is not formed in the not any support, which is not used any support. These fixed die can generate large forces to the wet fiber, but the floating die requires an external power source. So that is the main difference. And it contains very low scrap rate, that is up to 95% of the materials have been utilized, which is very high than the layup methods, that is hand layup and spray layup methods. So in that method 75% of the materials have been used, but comparing to that methods, this pultrusion method has been utilized 95% of the materials. So that is a very high rate. That is why we are getting very low scrap rate there. Rollers are used to ensure proper resin impregnation of the fibers also. So these rollers are also used to ensure proper resin impregnation of the fibers. Then material forms can also be used at the inlet to the die when materials such as mats, weaves or stitched material is used. So these materials forms are also can be used to the die materials which is in the form of different form, that is the mats, weaves or stitched material. Next, for curing, tunnel wovens can be used. Tunnel wovens means the two ends of the ovens have been opened. So general type of ovens have been opened at only one end, but this tunnel ovens is the specialty of opening in two ways. That is highly used in the heat treatment process, but here we are using the tunnel ovens for curing. So for curing, tunnel ovens have been used after the part is formed and the gelled in the die, that is dipped in the die. It emerges, enters a tunnel oven where curing is completed. So where the curing is completed in that. So that is the about the tunnel ovens. Next, another method is the process runs intermittently with the sections emerging from the die. So the process also runs intermittently with the sections emerging from the die, and the pulley is stopped. So when the pulley is stopped, split dies are brought up to the sections to cure it. They then retract and the pull continues. So the pulling is continued, and the typical lengths for the curing are 6 inches to 24 inches in length. So the different types of pulling the lengths are 6 inches to 24 inches. So that is the basic typical lengths for curing. Next one is the materials used for the pultrusion process. So the mostly commonly used fibers are, so we have get the two types of materials here. First one is the fibers and second one is the resins. So the mostly used fibers are carbon, glass and aramids. So these are the three different types of fibers, and highly used resins are polyester and epoxy. So the highly used resins are polyester and epoxy. So the next processing method is speeds. So different types of speeds have been used. So the basic speed of the pultrusion process is 0.6 to 1 meter per minute. So the speed is 0.6 to 1 meter per minute, and the thickness is 1
Fibers
to
is mostly discussed. Mostly fibers using carbon glass parts.
thickness is 1 to 76 mm, and the diameters of the fibers are 3 mm to 150 mm. So the diameters are 3 mm to 150 mm. Next one, double clamps or belts or chains can be used to pull the part through. So these double clamps or belts or chains can also be used to pull the part through. Then diamond or carbide saws are used to cut sections to the final part. So the cut-off saw materials have been used to the two types. First one is the diamond saw and second one is the carbide saw. Then the saw is designed to track the part as it moves. So the saw is designed to track the parts as it moves, and these parts have good axial properties. So these are the different types of processing sections of pultrusion method, which has the good axial properties in it. Next one is the advantages and disadvantages. Coming to the advantages, it has good material usage compared to the layups. Layups means spray layup and hand layup method. Next, high throughput and higher resin contents are possible. So higher throughput and higher resin contents are possible. And the disadvantages are part cross section should be uniform. Fiber and resin might accumulate at the die opening, leading to the increased friction, causing jamming and breakage. So causing these jamming and breakage. So these fiber and resin might be accumulated at the die opening also. Next, when excess resin is used, part strength will also be decreased. So excess resin is used, part strength will also be decreased. Next, voids can result if the die does not conform well to the fibers being pulled. Voids means small solid type particles which is formed in the liquid resin, and the interior structure of the voids have been hollow. Next, quick curing systems decrease the strength. So quick curing systems decrease the strength of the pultrusion method. Next advantage, coming to the advantage, minimal kinking of fibers or fabrics. So minimal kinking means this is dipping of fibers or fabric. That is comes to the shrinkage also. That is the shrinkage elements also. Next, rapid processing have been done in the pultrusion process. That is of the rapid type. Rapid means very fast processing is done in this process. low material scrap rate. So a very low material scrap rate have been obtained in this process. And last one is the good quality control. So good quality control of sections have been done here. This is the advantage. Next is the potential problems of the pultrusion process. The potential problems means the disadvantages. So first one is the improper fiber wet out. So when coming to the dipping in the resin and then it is cured, sometimes there is the improper fiber wet out. So that is not cured fastly due to the rapid processing. So that is also a main disadvantage. Next one is the fiber breakage. Second one is the fiber breakage. So due to some pulling out systems, these fibers have been breaked at the centers. That is the fiber breakage. So when you use it to break the fiber at the uh, at mid of the process, it consumes high time. So very high time for the continuous production. So that is fiber breakage. Next one is the inadequate cure. So we have already discussed in the above point, that is improper fiber wet out also. Inadequate curing means that this process is of rapid type, that is very fast processing. So for that rapid processing, curing has been very done slowly. So curing has been done slowly and it has to give time for the curing also. So that is inadequate curing. Next, complex die design. So complex die design. So it has a very complex type. Last one is the die jamming. So the die have been jammed in some of the cross sectional areas. So that is die jamming. So these are the different types of advantages and disadvantages and potential problems of the pultrusion method. Next one is the applications, different types of applications. So you can see it in the picture also. From the pultrusion process, we can make the continuous fibers or continuous products. You can see it in the picture. First one is the panels, beams, gratings, or ladders. First one is the panels. So panels, beams, gratings, and ladders. Ladders means which you are using. So this is the gratings here. So which we used as the connectivity of from one end to the other end. So these heavy parts can also be manufactured with the help of pultrusion process also. Next, tool handles, sky poles, and kites. So sky poles means it is a very long height structures that defines the towers also. So sky poles, kites, and tool handles. Tool handles means which we are using it so in the general mechanical tools also. Next, electrical insulators and enclosures. So you can see the electrical insulators here. So electrical insulators అంటేనమ్మా మనకి ఇప్పుడు వైరింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనకి డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇన్సులేటర్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తుంటాం. సో ఒక బాక్స్ లాగా ఉంటుంది చూడండి, వైర్స్ లోపల పెట్టేసి క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తారు. సో ఎలాంటి ప్రెషర్ అనేది కానీ టెంపరేచర్ కానీ మనకి డస్ట్ కానీ ఇదంతా కూడా లోపలికి వెళ్లకుండా ఉండడానికి ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఒక బాక్స్ టైప్ సెక్షన్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఈ మధ్య ఆఫీసెస్ లో కానీ లేకపోతే ఇండస్ట్రీస్ లో కానీ. సో ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మొత్తాన్ని బాక్సెస్ ని ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇన్సులేటర్స్ అంటున్నారు. సో ఇక్కడ మీరు బాక్సెస్ లో చూడొచ్చు. సో ఇది వచ్చేసి బిల్డింగ్ ప్యానల్స్. సో ఇట్లాంటివి ఇక్కడ చూసారమ్మా, ప్లాస్టిక్ ది బాక్స్ లాగా ఉంది. సో ఇట్లాంటివి మొత్తం కూడా ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇన్సులేటర్స్ అంటున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ ఎన్క్లోజర్స్ మీన్స్ సో క్లోజింగ్ ది structural building plans, that is called as composite. So by using this type of material in between the two rooms or two sections. Next one is the light poles, handrails, roll up doors, etc. So the light poles have been used there, and handrails and roll up doors also be. So you all know about the roll up doors అంటే అమ్మ ఇప్పుడు మనకి స్లైడింగ్ డోర్స్ వస్తున్నాయి కదా కింద రోలర్స్ పెట్టి. సో ఆ డోర్స్ మొత్తం కూడా మనకి ప్యానల్స్ మొత్తం కూడా మనం ఈ పల్ట్రూషన్ ప్రాసెస్ ద్వారా చేసుకోవచ్చు అన్నమాట. సో వీ హ్యావ్ బీన్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్డ్ బై దిస్ పల్ట్రూషన్ ప్రాసెస్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ is the 450 kilometers of the cable trace in the channel tunnel. So 450 kilometers of cable trace in the channel tunnel also have been done with this pultrusion process. So that is very high length. సో కేబుల్ ట్రేస్ అంటే మీకు ఇందాక చెప్పాను కదమ్మా, కేబుల్స్ అన్ని కూడా మనకి ప్రొటెక్షన్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవటం కేబుల్ ట్రేస్ అనే వాటిని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో మనకి ఈ కేబుల్ వైర్స్ ఉంటాయి చూసారా, కేబుల్ వైర్స్ కానీ లేకపోతే ఈ ల్యాండ్ లైన్ టవర్స్, ల్యాండ్ ఫోన్ ఉంటాయి చూసారా మనకి ల్యాండ్ లైన్. సో ఆ వైర్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనకి యూజ్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఛానల్ టనల్స్ అనే వాటిని యూజ్ చేస్తుంటాం. సో అవి కూడా మనకి 450 కిలోమీటర్స్ లెంత్ వరకు కూడా చూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అంటే అంత హై కంటిన్యూస్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అనేది పల్ట్రూషన్ మెథడ్ లో మనకి చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ది డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ అప్లికేషన్స్. సో ఇన్ ది పిక్చర్ యూ కెన్ సీ ది different applications. In the first picture you can see the all the polymer composites only which is used in the daily life. సో ఇక్కడ అన్ని చూస్తే మనకి డైలీ లైఫ్ యూజ్ చేసేదే. సో మనకి ఆఫీసెస్ లో యూజ్ చేసే ప్యానల్స్ ఇప్పుడు మనకి డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో చూస్తేనమ్మా, సో మనకి మెకానికల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో చూస్తే క్యాబిన్స్ అన్ని కూడా వాటి ద్వారానే తయారు చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో క్యాబిన్స్ అన్ని కూడా మనకి ఈ పల్ట్రూషన్ మెథడ్ ద్వారానే చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో అక్కడ కావాల్సిన లెంత్ తోటి కట్ చేసుకుంటాం అనమాట. సో కావాల్సిన లెంత్ తో కట్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని ఫిక్స్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ది different applications of the pultrusion method. So in the next class we use it to study the resin transfer molding and other methods. So this is all about the pultrusion process. Any doubts? So if you have any doubts, ask me. Okay, thank you.